Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Drew Balta. I'm the Director of Bands here at Westline High School, and we're so privileged to have you join us for tonight's Senior Showcase Concert. Without further ado, let's get things underway, and I would like to introduce the Director of Choirs. Please welcome Mr. Jacob Benheisen.
me. Don't you see? I am you are me. That's what I said. I am you are me. Don't you see? I am you are me. That's what I said. I am you are me. Don't you see? I am you are me.
And you're over there.
That's what I said. I
Something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here. And you're over there. But there's something between us that's greater than air. It seems like I'm over here. And you're over there. But there's something between us. Me and air. It seems like I'm over here. And you're over there. But there's something between us. Me and air. It seems like I'm over here. And you're over there. But there's something between us. Me and air. It seems like I'm over here. And you're over there. But there's something between us. Me and air. It seems like I am a part of you. You are a part of me. And so together we are one body. I am inside your head. You are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start.
I am you are me. That's what I said. I am you are me. Don't you see?
Seems like I'm over here, and you're over there. So there's something between us, greater than there. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there. But there's something between us, me and there. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there. But there's something between us, me and there. It seems like I'm over here, and you're over there. There's something between us, me and there. It seems like I am a part of you. You are a part of me. And so together we are one body. I am inside your head. You are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start. I am a part of you. You are a part of me. And so together we are one body. I am inside your head. You are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start. I am a part of you. You are a part of me. And so together we are one body. I am inside your head. You are inside my heart. We fit together, perfect from the start.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, we would like to thank you all for joining us for the 2022 Senior Awards Night and Showcase Concert. We hope you enjoyed the two choirs. We want to keep things moving now with the awards presentation of our night. So let's get started with our letter award winners.
To receive a music letter here at West Lyon, one must accrue 12 total points combined. Points are distributed based off the number of music activities that you were in at both sides of the program.
We have several students currently that have already earned their overall letter over the years of experience. Each of those students are listed in the program that you received when you entered the gym.
Earning 12 points in 1 year is a very tough task to accomplish. One must be in most of the ensembles offered here at West Lyon and audition for both honor bands and honor choirs, as well as All-State. One of our freshmen did accomplish this feat this year. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Jackson Dornaweer.
We have 7 sophomores that are earning their letter for the very first time this evening. Sophomores, when your name is called, please come and receive your letter from Mr. Balta and Mrs. Beating. Miss Jo Boat. Mr. Derek Brewer. Mr. Carson Desmet. Mr. Ethan Fikema. Mr. Miguel Hernandez. Miss Tara Hogendorn. And Mr. Evan Clarence. Congratulations to all our sophomore letter winners. Let's give those sophomores one more round of applause.
We have 6 juniors who are earning their music letter for the very first time tonight. Juniors, please come forward and receive your letter from Mrs. Weeda King and Mr. Van Huysen. They are Mr. Aaron Horstman, Mr. Gavin Cruz, Mr. Evan Mogler, Miss Kaylee Newburn, Miss Isabel Roseboom, and finally Miss Kerrigan Van Beek. Congratulations to all of our junior letter award winners.
And finally, we have 3 seniors earning their letter for the very first time tonight. And one of them, sadly, was misprinted in the program, so we want to make sure we acknowledge her. Miss Sydney Blum, Miss Brooklyn Cruz, and Miss Lacey Sutherland. So those seniors coming up and get their papers in order. All right. So moving on, Mr. Balta and I would first like to give you just a quick summary of how our years have gone. So we'll start with the choir program. So we started off our year in the fall with our fall musical Freaky Friday. This year we had a great cast and crew, one of our biggest that we've had in the last couple of years. And the students did a great job putting on a very musically difficult show, very modern writing. Also in the fall was All-State auditions. We had 4 students audition for the All-State Choir this year, with 3 students getting recalled and 2 students getting accepted into the All-State Chorus. This is the first year of acceptance for Jana Cherweed, and the second year for Katrina Lombard. This along, yes. This, along with the band students, contributed to breaking the school record for previous most students from West Lyon accepted to the All-State Music Festival. Also in November was Junior High Northwest Iowa Honor Choir, which 8 junior high students got to participate in. Come winter then, we had our Christmas concert, and we're finally able to bring back the Hallelujah Chorus after a year of COVID restrictions. So that was very fun, and it was great to have a more normal concert after the previous socially distanced Christmas concert. Then in early January, we were able to bring back the Northwest Iowa High School Honor Choir as well after a year hiatus, which was performed on the campus of Dordt University. Then spring comes along, and along with that comes jazz choir season. The jazz choir had a very successful year, taking no lower than 3rd place the entire season. They took 2nd place at the Shake the Lakes competition in Spirit Lake, 3rd place at the Emmitsburg Extravaganza, and 2nd place at the USD Jazz Fest. They also came away with their 3rd straight year in a row of straight Division I ratings at the state festival. The Midwinter Pops and Encore concert also happened around that time, with several student soloists and other groups giving some great performances, and the choir serenaded all of you with such classics as Bohemian Rhapsody and Dancing Queen. We had some lovely classics this year. After that, my and Mrs. Hogenord's attention turned to the junior high musical, which was the Big Bad Musical, which gave our junior high students their first taste of the limelight of the stage. Those students gave a great performance as well. And then just last month, we had solo ensemble contest that was held at Central Lyon. For choir, we had 5 entries for this event, which all went very well, and Katrina Lombard even came away with a perfect score. Which then brings us to tonight. And with that, I will turn it over to the assessment for the band program with Mr. Balta. Actually, we're going to jump around a little bit. We're going to go to choir awards first. So the first award for choir is the Director's Award for Chorus. And this is given to a senior in the choral program who goes above and beyond the expected level in their dedication and work ethic towards the program and towards bettering themselves as a whole as a musician. This year's recipient certainly fits that bill. Whether it be through extra lessons, taking songs to solo and contests, participating in honor choir, fall musical for all 4 years, or being a leader and our sole senior in the bass section in the jazz choir, the goal has always been the same. How can I keep improving myself as a musician? The dedication to improvement that this student exhibits is truly amazing, and it has been my privilege to watch them grow in confidence and musicianship throughout the last 4 years. Whenever we would work on any selective repertoire, they would always ask me, what can I do better? It was never just good enough. The mentality is extremely beneficial for any musician, but also serves the individual well in many other aspects in life, as striving for personal growth is one of the best things we can do to better ourselves in our personal and professional lives. Throughout high school, they have shown great interest in the choral program and continue to strive for excellence through the many curveballs that the last few years have thrown their way. This student frequently refers to themselves as Mini Mr. B, and I will miss my red-headed cohort greatly next year. So it is with great honor that I present the Director's Award for Chorus to Mr. Corey Hildrake. Moving on now to the ICDA Outstanding Senior Award. The Iowa Choral Directors Association Outstanding Senior Award is an award given yearly to a senior in the choral program who has demonstrated superior musicianship, outstanding leadership, personal musical growth, and genuine interest in all aspects of the choral art. This student could not exhibit those qualities more than they already do. I can say with confidence that this person is one of the most effortlessly skilled musicians I have ever had the pleasure of working with. She has been one of the most consistent faces in the choral program throughout the last 4 years. Starting on the musical theater side of things, she participated in the fall musical all 4 years of high school, with leading roles in several of those shows. She also participated in large group musical theater for 3 years, earning an all-state nomination with the rest of her group during her junior year. She participated in solo musical theater all 4 years of high school, being nominated to the All-State Festival for Individual Speech in this category, a staggering 3 out of those 4 times. And she is just as prolific in the concert music world. She auditioned for the All-State Chorus all 4 years of high school, being accepted into the chorus during her junior and senior years, being the first 2-year All-State vocalist from Westline in many years. She is a 4-year member of the mixed choir and a 3-year member of the women's choir, also participating throughout her junior high years. And as an 8th grader, was accepted to sing at the regional ACDA conference in Chicago. She took a solo or ensemble contest every year of high school and earned perfect scores both her junior and senior years. She is the only 4-year senior member of the jazz choir, earning several outstanding soloist awards during her time. She also frequently sings the national anthem at sporting events. In addition, she was nominated to the Northwest Iowa ICDA Honor Choir for her freshman, sophomore, and senior years of high school, as the event was not held last year due to COVID. And that year, when it wasn't held, she was nominated to the Meistersinger Honor Choir through Wartburg College. Musical abilities aside, she is a great leader in her section, has experienced so much musical growth during her high school career, and has shown great interest in the choral discipline, and is taking that interest beyond high school as she plans to continue singing in college. This program and myself will miss her greatly next year, but she has a bright future ahead of her. And it is with great pleasure now that I present the ICDA Outstanding Senior Award to Miss Katrina Lombard.
Switching over to the band side of things, this year started out with a bang as we presented our 2021 production, That 1 Second. The band rose to new heights this year with their performances and made all of us in our community extremely proud. The band started with a clinic at Northwestern College working with 5 of the very best clinicians from all over the country. The band then finished first place in the next weekend at Pursuit of Excellence in Marshall, Minnesota, placing in front of some of the largest schools in South Dakota, such as Sioux Falls Roosevelt, Sioux Falls O'Gorman, Mitchell, and Brookings. The next weekend, the band won the Laverne competition before finishing second in Brandon that night to the overall champion, Sioux Falls Lincoln. The rest of the season included another finals appearance at the Festival of Bands, a first place finish in Orange City, and a first place finish in Ankeny. In November, 4 West Lyon students represented our school at the Iowa All-State Music Festival. Hannah Heiser and Brad Balster, both second-year members of the group, and Corey Hildring and Blake Van Roekel for their first time as a member of the All-State Ensemble. Later on that month, we participated in Northwest Iowa Honor Band auditions, which is a very important part of our program, and we're very privileged to announce that we had 19 students selected to the ensembles. We're going to present them with their certificates right now. If Mrs. Wiedeking could help me. We'll save our applause to the end, just because there are 19 of them, and then we'll give them a big round of applause. So, Sam Meester, Nate Wilchin, Brad Balster, Amy Hoogendorn, Sam Harmon, Miguel Hernandez, Hannah Heiser, Corey Hildring, Joe Boat, Annie Metzger, Landon Potabom, Ethan Fikema, Landon Fakis, Blake Van Roekel, Ella Versteeg, Ann Hoogendorn, Maddie Johnson, Amelia Agason, and Ella Luthol. 19 students made it in our honor band. As Mr. Van Huysen mentioned, State Soul Ensemble Contest is a very important part of our program as well. As you see in your program, West Lyon had a school record, as far as I am aware. Mr. Orland might attest to this, he's in the audience tonight. But we had 37 Division I performances this year, which is just absolutely incredible. We had two of those acts performances receive Best in Center of the 3 brass centers. Brad Balster with his euphonium solo in Center 7, and the trumpet choir with their piece in Center 6. Could we please give them a round of applause? This is always fun every year, and we like to do this. Students, could you please stand if you participated in the solo ensemble contest this year? Could you please remain standing if you earned at least 1 Division I rating? Could you please remain standing if you earned at least 2 Division I ratings? 3 Division I ratings? Please remain standing if you earned 4 Division I ratings on that Saturday. Please remain standing if you've earned 5 on that Saturday. Remain standing if you earned 6 Division I ratings on that Saturday. Please give all of our students a nice round of applause. As many of you know, throughout the jazz season this year, it was quite a success, and it ended and resulted in the very first ever West Lyon State Jazz Championships title. We would like to present each member of our top group with a certificate, and they can all stand right up here so that your parents can get some pictures of you. But starting in the saxophone section, we'll clap for each section after we're done. But the saxophone section on alto sax, Amelia Agason and Ethan Van Regenmorter. On tenor sax, Hannah Heiser and Ella Luthold. On bari sax, Ella Versteeg and Miguel Hernandez. Let's meet our trombone section. The co-lead trombone players, Ethan Feikema and Amy Hugendorn, Martin Mosier, Evan Clarenbeek, and Landon Potabon. In the trumpet section, junior Blake Van Rokel, junior Evan Mogler, freshman Jackson Dorneweerd, and senior Landon Fakis. And our rhythm section on the drum set all year, Sam Meester. On the upright bass. Oh, nice, Sam. On the upright bass, Brad Balster. Sorry, Brad. On the piano, splitting duties this year, Andy Metzger and Jobo, and on guitar, Gavin Cruz. Please give it up for your state champions of the LJAZ. All right, we'll give our 3 awards from the band side. We'll introduce our seniors, and then we'll get on with the band portion of the program. The Louis Armstrong Award is in its 8th year here at West Lyon. The award is given to the top jazz contributor from the senior class. A very deserving candidate was honored at our final jazz concert 2 weeks ago, but I wanted to honor her again tonight, earning multiple Outstanding Soloist Awards in her career and one of the very best leaders by example that this program has ever seen. This person was the choice without a doubt. Could we please congratulate the 2022 West Lyon Louis Armstrong Award winner, Ella Versteeg. The Director's Award began in the 2015-2016 school year. The winner of this award is not necessarily the best musician or the best leader, but it is someone that the program cannot live without. Someone that goes above and beyond in their job of serving the ensemble as a whole by setting up the band room, doing some voluntary cleaning, teaching some lessons, etc. Basically doing anything possible to help everyone be successful in this program. While this person doesn't have to be a great musician or great leader, this year's recipient is both of those things and phenomenal of both of those things. Please join me in congratulating the very talented 2022 Director's Award recipient, Amy Hugendorn. The John Philip Sousa Award has been given at Westline 54 times. The award is given to a student that has exemplified what it means to be an outstanding musician and put everything they could possibly export into the band program. There have been some phenomenal musicians to receive the Westline John Philip Sousa Award, and this year's recipient is no exception. She has been a phenomenal leader, has a wonderful personality that everyone enjoys being around, and is charismatic about all of our members. In addition to the person she is a 4-year honor band member, 4-year Division I soloist, 2-year All-Stater, and has been accepted to continue her musician career as a member of the National Guard and Army Concert Band. Please help me congratulate the 55th recipient of the John Philip Sousa Award, Miss Hannah Heiser. Seniors, could you please meet your parents at the end of our red carpet as we can introduce the class of 2022. All right, Mr. Jacob Van Huysen is going to start by introducing our first member of the class of 2022.
Our first senior is Sydney Blum. Parents are Heather and Don Blum. Sydney has been in choir for all 6 years possible. In the fall, she plans to attend Black Hills State University to study English education. She has the intention to teach at low-income schools. When asked what being in music has meant to her, she answered that the choir has been something that I could put my energy into. It was something I cared about and I thought I was appreciated in. Her favorite memory was giving Mr. B chills when effort was put in and shown. Her advice to underclassmen is, my experience will be different from everyone else's. The mistakes I made have made me a better person, and so will yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sydney Blum.
Chloe Boat. Parents are Lance and Leah. Chloe has been in band for all 8 years possible and choir for 4. In the fall, she plans to attend Stewart Beauty School and will be taking the massage therapy course along with aesthetics to follow. When asked what being in music has meant to her, she answered, being a part of the arts throughout my high school years has meant a lot to me. When sports didn't work out, I could always come back to music, knowing that these groups would always be here. In addition, I have made countless memories with these people. Her favorite memories while in band have been made with her fellow flautists. Whether it was getting yelled at for SpongeBobbing during marching band clinics, or walking in on an old man while he was using the restroom during our pool day, being a part of this section never brought a dull moment. Her advice, even though band next year and years to follow won't be the same without our favorite teachers, please stay in it because the friendships and memories that you make here aren't anywhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chloe Vogt.
Next we have Hadley Dake. Parents are Ann and Jeremy Roosevelt. Hadley has been a member of the band for 7 years and a member of the choir for 6. Hadley plans to attend Wake State University in the fall to major in English education. Being a member of the music program has meant so much to form close bonds with peers for Hadley. Getting to know those surrounding her on a deeper level than she would have otherwise has been a truly amazing experience that she wouldn't trade for anything else in the world. Hadley's favorite memory is the bus ride to State Jazz Choir last year. That was quite a ride. Dake's advice for underclassmen is, if it's not going to matter after high school, then don't stress about it during high school. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Hadley Dake.
Jasmine David. Parents are Daniel and Jessica. Jasmine has been a member of the band program for all 8 years possible in addition to 6 years in the choir. In the fall, she plans to attend an undecided college and work towards an associate's degree in business management. For Jasmine, being in the music program has formed the best friendships that she has made in her life so far. With getting injured, I couldn't be a part of sports, so band and choir were a way for me to cope through that. When asked what her favorite memory was, she answered, anytime we were working on drill for marching band in the trumpet section would get yelled at for not knowing where they were supposed to be. Her advice is it takes hard work to be successful. I know it won't be the same next year, but you'll have people around that will always be there for you. I would like to thank the girls in the trumpet section. I couldn't deal with all the guys without you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jasmine David. Landon Finkus. Parents are Heather and Nate. Landon has been a member of the band for all 8 years possible, in addition to his 5 years in choir. In the fall, he plans to attend NDSU to major in computer engineering. What has being in band and choir meant to you? Landon answered, they have introduced me to friends that I will have for the rest of my life. I know that no matter where I am in life, I have people I can rely on for anything. Landon's favorite memory is Jackson Dornweir getting ice dumped on him in the shower when the lock on the hotel door was broken during IJCs. His advice for underclassmen is to not take anything too serious and just have fun and do the things right the first time so you don't have to do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Landon Fakis.
Bryson Fleer. Parents are Bruce and Natasha. Bryson has been a member of the choir program for 5 years. His plans after high school are undetermined. Bryson says that he has always liked the diversity of choir. There's so many people from different social circles that come together. He says he will definitely miss it a lot. His favorite memories of being in the choir are performing Bohemian Rhapsody and Africa. His advice to underclassmen is, don't be caught with your phone or calculator in class. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bryson Fleer. Corey Hildring. Parents are Lynette and David. Corey has been in band for all 8 years possible and in choir for all 6 years possible. In the fall, Corey plans to attend North Dakota State University, where he will study computer sciences. When asked what being a member of the music programs at West Lyon has meant to him, he answered that it has shaped me as a person and has been a place to interact with people I never would have otherwise. Corey's favorite memory is any marching band or jazz choir performances. His advice is not to quit on yourself. If what you do is hard, your life will be easier. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Corey Hildren.
Amy Hoogendorn. Parents are Dennis and Joanne. Sorry, Mom and Joe. Amy has been a member of the band for all 8 years possible. She plans to attend the University of Northern Iowa in the fall with hopes to become a school psychologist, also continuing playing the trombone. For Amy, being in band has meant a great deal. She has learned how to become a better leader and a better student. She has many memories through being in band and many friendships. Being in band has meant having a place where I can be myself and be around others who have a passion for music as well. Her favorite memory for band was going to Disney just this year. The bus ride down there was very long, but it was so fun to see the palm trees and sit in the sun while my parents had to sit in the cold snow. Also, riding a roller coaster for the first time was amazing. Her advice would be to enjoy your time playing music with your peers. Time goes fast and memories can be made every single day. Also, just be on time. It pays off in the future. Continue to chase perfection because then you can achieve excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Amy Hoogendorn. Hannah Christine Heiser. Parents are Alan Christine. Alan Chris. This is weird seeing your guys' full names. Sorry. Hannah has been in band for all 8 years possible and choir for 5. After high school, Hannah says, I'll be finishing up military training at the end of November, so in the spring of 2023, I'll be attending SDSU for music and military science. For Hannah, band has improved her musicianship, which I can take with me forever, she says. Music is a lifelong skill, but on top of that, she has had a second family for the past 4 years. Her favorite memory was tripping over the banners in Sheldon this year during the Marching Band show and falling on her saxophone. My sound then sounded like, this is her words, not mine, sounded like crap over the sound system because I could only play 2 notes. Fake it till you make it, Hannah, right? That was good. It wasn't funny at the time, it was not. But looking back on it, it makes her laugh. Her advice for underclassmen, learn to keep your chapstick in a place you'll remember. My biggest life goal is to finish a whole tube of chapstick. But on a more serious note, don't compare yourself to others. Be yourself and be the best version of whoever that is. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Hannah Heisman. Shelby Rachel Kellenberger. Parents are Nick and Amber. Shelby has been in band for all 8 years possible and choir for 2. In the fall, Shelby plans to attend Augustana University to double major in marketing and communications. For Shelby, being a member of the West Lion Band gives you something special. You're able to make friends with so many people that you would not normally talk to. It has also taught me a great deal about leadership and that I can take with me after high school. Her favorite memory is prank calling Mr. Balta in the school parking lot with her fellow band mystery busters. Her advice is to stay in band. You might think that it's not worth it, but it really is. You make endless memories and learn countless life skills, plus senior year marching band is a great time. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelby Kellenberger.
Brooklyn Cruz. Parents are Derek and Erica. Brooklyn has been in choir for 6 years. Her plans after graduating from West Lion are to go to North Dakota State University for nursing. When asked about her experience in the music program at West Lion, she said, "I love being able to sing with my friends and have a close community during class." Her favorite memory is all of the before-class jokes and random questions in women's choir. Her advice for underclassmen is to not be afraid to try new things. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Cruz.
Shay Langenhorst. Parents are Damon and Jody. Shay has been involved in band for 8 years and choir for 1. Her plans after graduation are to attend USF to study media. In Shay's words, the band program has taught me how to work hard and open myself up to new experiences. My favorite memory is watching my saxophone section continuously fall during marching band. Jorge Padilla and Ethan Van Raymore tripped over a string during marching band practice, and Mallory Mogler and Alexa Van White completely disappeared mid-performance into one of our banners. Mallory and I couldn't play a note for the rest of the show because we were laughing so hard. Her advice to underclassmen is to put yourself out there and enjoy every single moment. You meet your closest friends in band. Ladies and gentlemen, Shay Langenhorn.
Katrina Lombard. Parents are Bill and Trish. Katrina has been in band for 7 years and in choir for 6. In the fall, Katrina plans to attend Wayne State for a degree in mortuary science. For Katrina, being a member of the music programs at West Lion has given her a place to fit in during her high school experience. It has also given her new goals to achieve in her high school years. Her favorite memory was any jazz choir bus ride. Hello? Ah, that was weird. Whether it was an unexpected bathroom trip, lost in forgotten clothing items, gotta love technology. Late night windy bus rides or Disney trivia, all have come with their own memories. Her advice is to try everything once. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Katrina Lombard.
Garen Meendering, parents Jeremy and Ann. Garen has been in band for all 8 years possible and choir for 2. His plans after high school are yet to be determined. For Garen, being a member of the music programs at West Lion has meant a lot. Being able to dig around with his friends while also getting things done has been some of the best times in high school. His favorite memory is being a part of the trumpet section that included people like Brandon Ballinger, Carter Bregman, and Thaddeus Merlin. His advice is to get her done. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Garen Meendering. If you don't know Garen, that paragraph sums him up perfectly. Maddie Newberg. Her parents are Merle and Marcia. Maddie has been in band for all 8 years possible and choir for 1. In the fall, Maddie plans to attend USD to major in biology and pre-physician's assistant on the pre-physician's assistant track. For Maddie, being a member of the band program at West Lion has meant a lot because of all the new friendships she was able to make. She would never have been friends with some of the people if it hadn't have been for band. Her favorite memory was making it to the finals at the Festival of Bands when she was in 8th grade. It was the first year that we had gone to the Festival of Bands, and we were able to make the finals even though we didn't necessarily expect to. Then we went back to make the finals every year that she was a part of the marching band. Her advice is to use your time wisely because it will go by really fast. Ladies and gentlemen, Maddie Newberg. Eli Stenson. Parents are Chelsea and Travis. Eli has been in band for all 8 years possible and in choir for 1. In the fall, Eli plans to join the workforce. For Eli, band has been an enlightening experience, and it has also shown him the value of teamwork and responsibility. When it comes to his favorite memory, Eli said helping Martin Mosier write an apology letter to the principal for doing something he shouldn't have done. When asked, that was at Subway, wasn't it, Eli? When asked, do you have any advice for underclassmen, Eli said this: don't waste your time worrying about the little things. Enjoy life and make the most of the time you still have. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eli Stenson.
Lacey Sutherland. Parent is Jody Sutherland. Lacey has been in choir for all 6 years. In the fall, Lacey plans to attend the University of Tennessee to study nursing. For Lacey, choir is an incredible way to be with a lot of my close friends and start my morning off on a positive note. I love music, and Mr. B truly does a great job with us all. I love going to rehearsal because it's always so much fun. When asked her favorite memory, she replied, my favorite memory from being in choir would definitely be all the funny questions and jokes at the beginning of class. My advice to the underclassmen would be to have an open mind and get out of your comfort zone. Always seek to break all your fears because it will build character and help you in real life situations. Understand that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to, and accept that you will not necessarily like everything you attempt, and that this is the point of trying new activities. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lacey Sutherland. Elliot Van Veldhuizen. Parents are Anita and Dennis. Elliot has been a member of the choir program for the last 2 years. His plans after graduation are to attend Augustana to study photography. His advice for underclassmen is if you want to achieve something, don't just talk about it, go and make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elliot Van Veldhuizen.
Ella Versteg, parents Mike and Sarah. Ella has been in band for 8 years and choir for all 6. Her plans after graduating include attending North Central University to major in American Sign Language. Ella had this to say: for me, band and choir has been my outlet of creativity, my life, and my happy place. Being a part of both band and choir has grown my musical abilities, and with that, how creative I've gotten with my music. This music program has also made me more confident and has taught me how to be a great leader. And that's a big thank you to Mr. Balta, Mrs. Wiedeking, and Mr. Van Huysen. They have helped me grow in personality, pushing me to be the best I possibly could. Her favorite memory was this year's Iowa Jazz Championships and winning it for the first time in school history. We were all relaxed, she said. It was a fun environment and 2 of our best performances we could have dreamed of. My advice is to make a difference in someone's life. You don't have to be brilliant, rich, beautiful, or perfect. You just have to care. Thank you for being my family the past 8 years of my life. You have all made a major impact on my life, and I will cherish every moment I had with you for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, Ella Versteg. And finally, Taylor Warner. Taylor's parents are Ryan and Melanie. She has been involved in band for 8 years. After graduating from Wesleyan, Taylor will be attending the University of Alabama to major in hospitality management. When asked about her time in the music department, she said, band has taught me hard work and dedication. I have learned so much through this wonderful organization. It has given me a work ethic as well as helped me mature more as a leader. Her favorite memory is solving band mysteries with Shay, Shelby, Garen, and Aaron. Her advice to underclassmen is to work hard and savor every single moment because it goes faster than you could ever imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Warner. And quickly, please give a massive round of applause to the class of 2022. All right, one last award to give, and then we'll get on with the band. We have a Music Merit Award. You guys can grab a seat. Thank you so much, parents and students. The Music Merit Award, yes please. Music Merit Award is given to students that have accrued 34 points in their high school career, having to be involved in both ensembles through the duration of their time here. We have 4 recipients. The first is Ella Versteg. The second is Hannah Heiser. The third is Katrina Lombard. And the fourth is Corey Hildren. We'll be back with you in just 2 minutes as the band gets warmed up. Please stick around. This will be quite enjoyable for the rest of this evening. Thanks so much for being here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out for our final concert of the year and for acknowledging our outstanding senior class. Now it is my pleasure to introduce, under the direction of Mr. Drew Balta, the West Lyon Symphonic Band.
So excited for the next piece of music that we're going to present this evening. The first two pieces you heard were Carnegie Anthem by William Owens and Entry of the Gladiators, a very characteristic march that I'm sure many of you have heard before. The next piece is composed by an Iowa-born composer. Aaron Perrine grew up where I grew up in Cedar Rapids and has become very prevalent in the composing world and circle. He has helped several times with me, providing some recordings and he giving some responses back throughout our journey learning this piece, which is quite difficult. The piece is entitled Only Light. It has a very touching story that is written about. It was written about two of Aaron's friends. One was diagnosed with cancer and fought that cancer and eventually beat it, and it then came back and reoccurred and eventually took his life. But the piece tells the story perfectly. Without me saying any other words, you will be able to tell as the story goes along. This is Aaron Perrine's Only Light.
band district president. First, I have to do my motherly duty and embarrass my child. It's Hannah's 22nd birthday today, so I'm not going to make you sing, but he's the guy in the purple leg shirt who loves hugs. Next, I have a message to pass along from Jason right there. Drew, I wish I could be there tonight, but I wanted to say thank you for all you did for me and for West Lyon. You created a culture that can endure. This is a foundation West Lyon will always have. I'm wishing you all the best and all to come. Jason. Okay, Joe. Over the past 8 years, you've gone from that 22-year-old kid that I mistook for a student to a person I consider one of my very best friends. All the marching band Saturdays, jazz band competitions, countless bus hours, meals on the road, broken noses and trombone slides, water balloon fights, volleyball tournaments, pizza parties, magic moments at Disney. I could literally go on and on. It has been an absolute blessing to me to be able to tag along on this amazing ride. Not only have I been able to witness firsthand the growth and success of our band program, I've also been able to see how much you have grown as an educator and a person. The successes that this band has had during your time here is awesome. 2-time IBA winner, first ever Iowa Jazz champion in school history. I will never forget you saying to me, "We finally fit." Our trophy cases are overflowing, but the knowledge and passion for music and the life lessons that you instilled in our kids is something that we will never forget. Thank you not only for the impact that you've made on our kids here at West Lyon, but also on my own children. I know that they all give you grief, but they do truly love and respect you. Thank you for the foundation that you have built here at West Lyon. We promise to continue to build upon it. We wish you all the very best on your new adventure. I truly hope that Lincoln knows how lucky they are to have you. I know you will continue to do great things. And on behalf of the band boosters, here is just a small token of our appreciation. Thanks again for everything, and God bless you and your sweet family and sweet chapter.
As you guys know, Drew and I are kind of wrapping things up this year. We've had an emotional couple of weeks in the band department. I'm sorry, I thought I could hold it together, but I'm just not. So, you know, we had talked a lot about when we first hired you, and I remember countless phone conversations that summer before you relocated here, and all the ideas and the energy, and I knew our kids and our band program was in for something special, and it was going to be great, and it was going to be fun, and it has been every minute of it, and I thank you for that. I could have asked for a better friend or a colleague to share these past 8 years with. It's been such a joy to watch you grow as a music educator. It fills my heart to know that the future of music education is in the hands of young professionals like you, and nothing could make me happy as a veteran teacher. I want to thank you on behalf of the kids, myself, and this community for everything you've done for us. You could have asked for better friend and colleague. Thank you, Ms. Bolton.
All right, I'm going to try my best. Everybody's got to be sick of hearing me talking English. 8 years ago, a 21-year-old version of myself signed a contract and moved across the state of Iowa to an area where I knew absolutely no one. While I thought I knew everything there was to know about teaching, I quickly found out that that was not the case. Through my journey of learning and self-discovery, I had the support and patience far more than I deserved of all of you, the parents, community, and students. One thing that I can guarantee you from the very beginning was that I loved teaching and I loved my students. I worked every day of my 8 years here at West Lyon to ensure that my students knew they held a very special place in my heart and that I deeply cared for them and their well-being. You see, my calling has been to help young people get to the next step in their life and to teach them the joys about the small details that many of us take for granted. I was lucky enough to choose music as my avenue to go after my calling. Tonight is about students, these students, and their amazing contributions to the music program. It isn't about me, it never has been. I will get through this as quickly as I can so as not to take away from the students and what has already been a phenomenal night of music. However, there are people here tonight that I need to pay tribute and publicly thank for their part in this program over the last 8 years, with this being my last opportunity to do so. I would like to start by thanking all of you, the parents. This program is what it is because of your support and determination. Many of you have become some of my very best friends, and for that I'm forever indebted to you for the love and patience that you have shown me. I know that West Lyon is in great hands, regardless of who takes the helm next year, because you are all that phenomenal. Leah Boat, Scott Lee, Mike Versteg, Amber Kellenberger, Lee Luthol, Joanne Hugendorf, Rochelle Luthol, Lori Renz, Jeremy Ingram, Glenn and Connie Vandekamp, and many, many more, and the incredible people that make up the Band Boosters Board. Thank you all for trusting me to provide the very best experience for our students. Never once has money for a clinician, money for equipment, or money for travel been an issue, and that is all thanks to the many hours that you put in for these kids. Whoever is next is so lucky to have all of you in their corner to support and love them, just as you have done for me. West Lyon School Board. Wow, some incredibly caring individuals, and I believe every single one of you are here tonight. You've done your best to support everything at West Lyon and support me. I would like to say thank you publicly, as you are not very well thanked from our community, as it's a very silent job. Not many people know everything that goes on behind those closed doors. I do want this entire community to know that I cannot wait to come back, beaming with pride, when you all finally get the auditorium passed that is 40 years overdue for this school district. I promise to be seated in the front row and cheering louder than anyone. Kent Knudsen is here tonight. And how fitting it is that you are here with me and us on this, my final night here. I'll never forget the first time that I met you. It was at Puerto Vallarta in Sioux Falls, and I could tell immediately from our conversation that you were a phenomenal educator and that I was going to learn everything I possibly could from you. What you gave to this school, then Summit, now to Canton as principal is phenomenal, and I'm still learning from you each and every day from how you treat people and how you've been to me. Thank you for being here tonight and for all that you have done for me, music education, and people in general. You're a special person that I'm very privileged to know. Northwest Iowa Band Directors, especially Kurt Orland, Greg and Julie Forney, Pete Carlson, Cliff St. Clair, and many others. I will not only miss this phenomenal school, but I will miss the best professional organization that I could have ever been a part of. You were always there to lend a helping hand and taught me how to encourage young educators to be better. I will take the lessons that you taught me for the rest of my life and will try to make you proud. Lynette Wiedeking, I'm so thankful that I've only had one colleague throughout my career, and it happened to be one of my very best friends. With you at the tail end of your career and me at the beginning of mine, I can only imagine how difficult my arrogance was on any given day to deal with, but nevertheless, I am so happy that you did. I have learned so much from you and will miss our daily conversations, complaining about the world, about education, and about life in general, but also celebrating our successes. You're one of the very best elementary band directors I know, and you're leaving massive shoes to fill. Thank you for everything, Lynette. Jake Van Huysen and Tina Johnson, I wish you nothing but the best and know that you will continue your very fine tradition of excellence. Thank you for being outstanding colleagues to work with over the course of our time together. As always, I would like to thank our administration for their constant support of music education. This would not be what it is without their support of the music program. Past students, I've seen so many of you here tonight, and it truly touches my heart. I think a lot of you are seated up in the left-hand corner. think many of you came during finals week to spend this night with me. Please know that you're so important in my life, and I'm so thankful for our time together. Please also know that you are the reason these students who sit in front of you tonight get to play music at as high of a level that they are. You bought in immensely, immediately, and improved the status of this program each and every year. I don't care if you graduated in 2015 or just last year, you had an instrumental role in the program and we're at today. My wife knows how, I'm not going to talk about her too much because that's not going to end well for mine. But being the wife of a band director is a very, she was sent down to me from God, I think. She deals with a lot more than anybody knows. A lot of days that I come home just completely exhausted and frustrated, and she is there to tell me that everything is okay. And when I brought up to her that I think this might be the right move for me, she supported me 100%. Finally, I saved this for last because of how incredibly difficult it is. A wise friend and colleague, I had a great conversation just 2 weeks ago. He told me, Drew, with how much you care for your students, there will never be a good time to leave. There will always be phenomenal students throughout the program. While I know this is absolutely true, this year seems especially difficult. To my current students seated next to me, thank you for going on this journey with me. I have loved everything about getting to know you, your quirks, your love for music, for each other, and for this school. Your respectfulness, your personalities, however different they may be. I could go on forever. You're some of the best people that I know, and I cannot wait to follow your futures and watch what has come for you. Thank you for everything. With that, it is time for our final selection tonight. The first group that I was privileged enough to stand in front of that received a Division I rating at the large group state contest, many of you are here tonight, by the way, performed the following piece that we're about to play. I'm so excited to close our last concert with it this year. Thank you so much to the class of 2022. Can we please give it up one more time for the class of 2022? And your parents for being incredible people. Congratulations on a job well done. It has been an amazing night full of laughing, crying, and phenomenal music. The great Jimmy Valvano once said, there are 3 things that everyone needs to do every day. Number 1 is laugh. Number 2 is think, spend some time in thought. And number 3, you should have your emotions move you to tears. If you laugh, think, and cry, that's one heck of a day. Well, it's been one heck of a day, and it's been one heck of an 8 years. And I need to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. Westline students, band students, come down here, please. The former Westline band students.